Some folks put much reliance on politics and science. There's only one hero for me. It's praise we should be roaring, the man who thought of pouring the first boiling water onto tea. I like a nice cup of tea in the morning, for to start the day, you see. And at 11:30, well, my idea of heaven is a nice cup of tea.
But what's more important than the sound quality is the guest quality, and what a special guest we've got today, Lee Maddox, the General.
And when it's time for bed, there's a lot to be said for a nice cup of tea. You can talk about your science and your airships in the sky. I can do without the wireless and you'll never see me fly. The public benefactor of the universe for me is the genius that thought of pouring water onto tea. I like a nice cup of tea in the morning, for to start the day, you see. And when I've sent the breakfast in, well, my idea of seeing is a fourth or a fifth cup of tea. I like a nice...
Well, I know what you mean, but most of the listeners don't. But I'm sure they can forgive us if we reminisce about... I spent 7 years there.
And when it's time for bed, there's a lot to be said for a nice cup of tea. They say it's not nutritious, but still it is delicious, and that's all that matters to me. It turns your meat to leather, but let's all die together. The one drink in paradise is tea. I like a nice cup of tea in the morning, for to start the day, you see. And at 11:30, well, my idea of heaven is a nice cup of tea.
But I'm not believing the official. You never believe the official narrative or the narrative that's being portrayed to us on the TVs and on the the things we see in our social media feeds. You cannot take it on face value. You've got to look at it. You've got to sort of take that step back, look at it from a third party perspective, try and look at what they're actually trying to do, not
And anyone can have me vote and chuck it in the sea. But golly, there'd be trouble if they tried to touch me tea.
What they're trying to say, as I say on my website, you've got to read between the lies, not the lines, but the lies. They're all lies, but try and read between the lies, basically, to work out what's really going on. Thanks.
I like a nice cup of tea with me dinner.
Let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. Yeah. And actually, let me show Dave J's channel, so it'll be a lot easier. Let me just screen share, and again, bear with me, everyone. I apologize. It's a little tedious to get this screen share to get going.
On politics and science, there's only one hero for me.
What was it? Talking Back the Night with Christian Argenti was the guy's name. He had a nationwide radio show from like 9 p.m. till 2 a.m. or something, or 1 a.m. or whatever it was. And it was national. It was, anyone could tune in Australia-wide and hear the show. And he had me on once a week, even doing a 15-minute spot covering real news. He liked what I did, and he wanted to put me on nationally. So, I did that.
And a nice cup of tea with me tea. And when it's time for bed, there's a lot to be said for a nice cup of tea. You can talk about your science and your airships in the sky. I can do without the wireless and you'll never see me fly. The public benefactor of the universe for me is the genius that thought of pouring water onto tea. I like a nice cup of tea in the morning, for to start the day, you see. And when I've sent the breakfast in, well, my idea of seeing is a fourth or a fifth cup of tea. I like a nice cup of tea with me dinner, and a nice cup of tea with me tea. And when it's time for bed, there's a lot to be said for a nice cup of tea. They say it's not nutritious, but still it is delicious.
So when I met you, you'd really only been exploring these things for maybe 3 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, not too long at all. But once you do, you just can't get...
I like a nice cup of tea in the morning, for to start the day, you see.
that side of things. I never
Did
really
you
got
ever buy
into.
any tangy tangerine?
I did actually. I did. I tried it. I thought, I'll give this stuff a go. I didn't mind it. To me, it kind of just tasted like you're drinking Staminate or something, when you mix it into water. But
You can talk about your liberties, they talk of women's rights. I don't want to make no speeches, cause the one that does is science. And anyone can have me vote and chuck it in the sea. But golly, there'd be trouble if they tried to touch me tea.